Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to be doing this makeup tutorial, which is just a very easy, natural, luminous, effortless looking makeup. I would even go to the extent of saying this is a no makeup look. This is just very basic, easy, luminous makeup, and I think for someone that is looking for a quick routine, you're going to definitely benefit from this tutorial. Or if you're somebody that just wants to look more natural and put together, then this is for you. Today we're going to be showcasing the Danessa Myricks Contour Balm, and I used the Anastasia foundation. I've just kind of been diving into my stuff and seeing what I want to play with, and really it's about figuring out what needs to go. The Danessa Myricks Balm is just a bonus because it's a new product in my collection and I love it. So if you guys want to see how I got this look, let's go. Alright guys, so today we're just gonna get ready. So I am going to use this Anastasia Beverly Hills Luminous Foundation, and I am just going to apply the pump on this doesn't come back quickly, so like it doesn't bounce back, so you really have to wait for it or pull it up. I'm gonna apply it with a brush. I have been rediscovering products, and in particular foundations, because I'm getting an itch to try a new foundation. I'm like, for what, girl? You have like 50. The one that I'm kind of eyeing right now is the Sephora foundation. It's new, it's $20, which is why I'm like, that's not that bad. But again, I don't need another foundation. I feel like this is a good match for me. This is like true to my skin tone, but you guys know I like to go a little darker, so I'm sure I'm gonna look at it and be like, oh, it's too light. So what I'm seeing is that my skin looks textured. My skin looks dry. I'm not really liking this, to be honest with you. Maybe that's why I don't use this one all that often. I'm gonna build it up on the cheeks, but it does give the skin a radiant look for sure. I have a doctor's appointment today, so I have to wear a mask, but I just feel like it doesn't look smooth. I'm also going to take a sponge and see if pressing it in with a sponge makes a difference. I'm gonna let this here set because the coverage is a solid medium, and I'm okay with that. But I did feel like as it was drying that it didn't look as medium coverage as I wanted to. So I'm gonna let this set. I'm gonna go grab a sponge, and then we'll see where we're at with this foundation. All right guys, so I can see that it's now starting to set, and I'm just going to take my sponge. All right, so I do feel like it looks better now. So I feel like this foundation will probably give you the best results with a sponge, or you could do what I did, which was apply it with a brush and then go in with a sponge. I do like the color on here. I do like the color of the foundation. I feel like it's just a little bit darker than my own skin tone. This is the Shape Tape in Tan. Yeah. But I still feel like it gives me enough color where I don't feel like it's too light. I like the match a lot, actually. We're just gonna let that sit. I'm gonna take a little bit of this also and just kind of put it around here, because this is where I tend to get a little darkness. I'm liking the way my complexion is looking. Of course, I'm going to take some setting powder, and this is the Laura Mercier Honey, and I'm just going to apply that under my eye. Once I kind of press the powder with a sponge, I like to take a brush and then I will press this where I did not go in with a sponge. So I'm essentially packing powder on, but not as heavy as I would with a sponge. Although this brush has a nice density. This is BK Beauty 105. So today I really want luminous, glowy skin. I don't really want a ton of heavy makeup. Like, I just want it to look soft, youthful. So I'm going to take this highlighter by Dior. This is in 01. And I am going to use this Real Techniques brush. And I'm just going to start applying the highlighter. I'm going to take my Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Setting Spray and give myself a nice amount. I'm gonna let this set before I do anything else with the complexion, but the reason why I did this is I obviously applied powder to my complexion. I used the setting powder and then I went in with a highlighter. By adding a setting spray or a hydrating spray on top of that, it just makes it look like natural skin. So I'm gonna let this dry before I do anything else. And I can see that for whatever reason, my lids are creasing. So I'm just taking my sponge and pressing it. Once this dries, we'll go in with other products just to make the skin look like beautiful, healthy skin versus makeup. All right, guys, so I'm gonna take this Danessa Myricks Contour Balm, and I'm using this dual haired brush by MAC. This is old. This is a 128, and you have natural hair on one side and you have the synthetic on the other. So I'm going to take the synthetic side and just load it up. And then now I'm going to take the brush, the natural brush, and I'm just going to, or the natural hair, lightly buff the product out. She did such an amazing job with this product, guys. It's beautiful. It blends out like a dream. It's pigmented enough. Beautiful job. I'm going to build this up just a little more. And now I'm just kind of pressing and buffing. I'm not going to take That's a Peach by MAC, and I'm going to use the same brush, but I'm using the side with the natural hair, and I'm just going to lightly paint this on. All right, guys, so as you can see, my makeup looks really natural. It looks like I don't have on a ton of product. I really love the way that it's turning out. But now, just to kind of give myself a little extra glow, I'm gonna go in with this YSL Touche Eclat 3D all over glow, and this just gives you like a really soft sheen. It's not really intense, and it just is such a beautiful way to finish the look. And what I'm going to do now is, look at how pretty it looks. It just looks so, it looks luminous without being too much. So the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my setting spray again and do a mist. Again, I'm wearing a mask today, so I want to make sure that my makeup stays in place. We're going to let this dry, and I'm going to pick a lip. So for my lips, I'm going to use Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk, and I'm going to take Topaz Lip Gloss by Maybelline. And I know that it's not going to be one of those products that stays on, but Pillow Talk will stay on. So once this wears off, it'll be fine. All right, guys, so here is the final look. And as you guys can see, my skin looks really glowy and luminous. And something I like to do is I like to take a little bit of my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush powder. I like to hit my chin, my nose, my mustache area, just to mattify my T-zone a little bit, because I just tend to get a little oily, and I want to control where the luminosity is. But as you guys can see, my complexion looks really lightweight and even. It doesn't look caked on, and I have to say that I really do like this foundation. I think when I initially use it, and I think this has been the case every time I use it, I'm like, it's all right. But now that I have it on, now that I have all of my products on, I really like the way that it looks, and it definitely does give you a luminous finish. This is one of those products that as soon as you put it on, your skin looks really glowy, and you can see just the light in your face. But with that being said, if you are somebody that has texture or dryness, this will enhance that. And I say that because My skin is a little wonky right now. Like I have some breakouts on my chin. I have some dryness happening right now. Like I'm just, especially today I woke up and I feel super dry. Like my entire body feels super dry. So with that being said, this foundation did start to enhance the dryness on my face. And now that I've applied all of my products and now that I've used my setting spray, I don't see any issues with it. But right off the bat, I'm like, in my head, I'm already thinking I'm giving this to my sister. I don't really care for it. But now I'm back to being like, no, it looks dope. I like it. I especially like just how natural my skin looks. The Danessa Myricks Contour Balm, guys, let me tell you, Danessa Myricks, if you don't know who she is, let me put you on her. This woman is such a talent. Like she's a photographer, she's a makeup artist, she's a makeup creator. She is just the bee's knees. I love her, and her art and her craft is very bold and luminous and avant-garde, but beautiful and delicate. Like, I love that woman. So when she came out with the balm, I quickly wanted to pick it up because I knew that I was going to love it, but I wasn't sure about the shades. So medium, for example, that's the line I fell under, was medium 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then there's light 1, 2, 3, and 4, dark, deep 1, 2, 3, and 4. So this woman has given you enough shades to kind of figure out what's going to work with you. I ended up ordering medium 2 and medium 1. I have medium 2. I'm waiting on medium 1, and as you guys can see, this is a really like, this is a pretty ashy brown, but I love the way that it looks. It gives me a natural contoured look. And even if you look, there is some warmth to my complexion. You don't really pick up on it. It's very buildable. It's sheer, but it has pigment and you can build it up. It never looks patchy or crepey or heavy. It doesn't move. So I've used this on top of powder. I've used it on its, you know, on top of cream, which obviously you would assume cream, you're good. But it never moves. And it blends beautifully on top of powder. I personally like to use a setting spray to add, again, some hydration back to the skin after using powder. And then I like to go in with it because I think it just looks more natural that way. All of the other products I featured today are products that you have seen me use before and that you know that I really love. But so far, I have to say that this is my favorite product right now. I really just wanted to touch on the foundation and the contour balm because this is not something that you guys have seen me use a ton. I have used it, and again, I always have mixed feelings because initially I'm like, meh, and then I end up really liking how it looks. And I do recall that it wears really well. This wears exceptionally well. It's beautiful. It looks natural. And I think that if you're wanting to try a contour product and you're not really sure if you should go cream or powder, I will tell you that this blends out so well and it is very user-friendly. So if you are a beginner or if you're somebody that's a little bit more experienced, you're gonna love this regardless. That's all I have for you guys today. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Please let me know down below what you'd like to see in upcoming videos. Subscribe and hit that notification bell. And thank you guys so much. Bye.